We are the best radio station around. Welcome to Front Page Review on your super dial, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. All right? Front Page Review. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. And of course, today is the 12th day in the month of February 2025. And of course, check your time is 7:02 a.m. I've got the Punch newspaper, the Sun newspaper, the Nation newspaper, Vanguard newspaper, and of course, the Guardian, Daily Trust, and Daily Post for you this morning. But we'll begin this journey with a Punch newspaper. Telco's tariff hike. Reps demand reversal as new pricing begins. Reps demand reversal as new pricing begins. And then I served Tinubu. I served his government without pay. And I rejected about 5 billion naira fraudulent offer. Fela Durotoye is the one saying this. He said, I served Tinubu's government without pay. Rejected 5 billion naira fraudulent offer. Fela Durotoye. Traditional Council knocks Soludo over lawmakers' murder, demands justice. And there is a video making the round. Two-Face is seen there. I want to marry her. Baba confirms romance with Edo lawmaker. I want to marry her. Baba confirms romance with Edo lawmaker. And then moving on, Dangote Refinery reduces diesel price to over 1,020 naira per liter. 1,020 naira per liter. Dangote Refinery reduces diesel price. Okay, Senate grills IG over 178,459 missing guns. Alleged contract splitting. Senate grills IG over 178,459 missing guns. And of course, alleged contracts splitting. So PDP crisis now. Wike allies sack BOT chair. Sean Ikimi panel. Makinde APC trade wars over UCH power crisis. And then on Shonga, rice farmers seek intervention as dry season floods submerge 3,000 hectares. Tension as police occupy Osun local government secretariats over chairman's tenure. And moving on to some of the stories now, there's one big story, the Metro corner. 26 suspects arrested as hoodlums beat Plateau copper to death. 26 suspects arrested as hoodlums beat Plateau copper to death. It's a very sad story there. Okay, let me quickly move to the political side of it. With China, Trump can't be aggressive towards Africa. Ex-ambassador Igali is the one saying that. He says, with China, Trump can't be aggressive towards Africa. Ex-ambassador Igali speaking there. I have not decided my next destination, says Kenneth Okonkwo. I don't understand. Okay, sorry about that. Tinubu will complete 2 terms in office, says Ganduje, and nothing will happen, Abi. Okay. And Ganduje also says, yeah, Nigerians are happy with Tinubu's reforms. They are happy. You are happy. You are just trying to make it look like you're not happy. Abia PDP suspends BOT chairman Wabara for endorsing OT's second term. And then Anambra 2025, Mogalu joins governorship race, picks Labour Party form. VOP 90.3 FM. Let's quickly move to the Sun newspaper with some of the different headlines here. UK plans mass deportation. Nigerians, others on edge. UK again plans mass deportation. Nigerians, others on edge. Okay. And on graft now, we won't hesitate to wield the big stick. Federal government wants SEDC and NWDC. UK plans mass deportation. Nigerians, others on edge. Forces neutralized 8,000 terrorists and, of course, bandits in 2024, according to federal government. Forces neutralized 8,000 terrorists and, of course, bandits in 2024. EU, Enugu government partner on power infrastructure. To some more now, quickly. On primaries, INEC urges security agencies to arrest and prosecute vote delegate bias. Primaries, INEC urges security agencies to arrest, prosecute vote delegate bias. On 2027, interesting political moves unfold. Yeah, you might want to just grab that piece and read. It's quite interesting. Interesting political moves have started unfolding as regards the 2027 general election. Still 2027, we are going to take over power. Dan Baki, LP chieftain, is the one who is speaking there. NNPP urges INEC to recognize new National Working Committee. Opposition intensifies merger plan ahead 2027. And of course, National Secretary, PDP legal advisor advises National Working Committee to swear in Ude Okoye. Let's quickly visit the Nation newspaper. The Nation is next with some of the headlines. Our battles against oil theft by NNPCL. Our battles against oil theft in NNPCL is a piece you might also want to grab and get to the cocoa of it. Now, Kaduna refinery at 60% mechanical completion, says NNPCL. That Kaduna refinery is at 60% mechanical completion. We have technical completion, we have mechanical completion, we have industrial completion, we have power belongs to God. Fubara Town's detractors. Emirates Air Peace sign pact to link 13 Nigerian cities. Emirates Air Peace sign pact to link 13 Nigerian cities. And then let me see if let's touch on some fresh stories. Ganduje fires back at Erufai for attacking Tinubu as regards 2027. 32.8 billion naira given as loans to 169,000 students. Our battles against oil theft by NNPC is still repeating itself here. And then power belongs to God for Barrack Town's detractors. Reforms targeted at improving revenue profile, says Speaker Abbas. Working from home ends for Lagos workers. Who's saying this? Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. And then for 2027, why Atiku, Tinubu, Obi shouldn't contest. That is according to Kenneth Okonkwo. He said Atiku, Tinubu, Obi shouldn't contest in 2027. Maybe I would have to break that story down for you. I'll give you the gist, the full gist. All right? Much later. But then, moving on, Police Act Amendment legalizes Egbetokun's stay in office, says Ozekome. Police Act Amendment legalizes Egbetokun's stay in office, according to Mike Ozekome. Okay, let's leave the Nation newspaper quickly this time and then visit Vanguard with some of the big headlines, everyone. BDP crisis, National Working Committee voids Abia chapter suspension of Wabara. And then MTN data. Reps ask federal government to halt impending hike in telecom tariffs. Halt it, halt it. Reps ask federal government to halt impending hike in telecoms tariff. And then I won't go on exile despite plans to arrest me, says Governor Nasiru El-Rufai. I won't go on exile. Lagos reiterates stance against underage gambling. Lagos reiterates stance against underage gambling. And then Lagos Assembly warns against open defecation. USAID funding suspension. HIV and AIDS treatment won't be disrupted. That is according to Ogun government. It's okay. Monopoly should be discouraged. According to oil marketers, monopoly should be discouraged. Pope Francis faults Trump's mass deportation plan. And then NAFDAC officials seal fake drugs shop in Idumota. NAFDAC officials seek fake drugs shop in Idumota. NCDC will tackle regions' challenges according to youths. NIN now prerequisite for accessing social services, says SGF. Tinubu orders ministers to render account. And then let's get to Anambra quickly. APC founding auditor picks Labour Party forms, vows to sack Soludo. APC Okwebolo in disarray, unable to defend electoral haste. Edo PDP is the one saying that. APC and then Okwebolo in disarray, unable to defend electoral haste. And then PDP crisis. National Working Committee voids supported suspension of BOT chair. Or your PDP slams APC for praising Adelabu's role in UCH blackout resolution. And then there is a full list here. Nigeria ranks 36th on world's most corrupt countries list in 2024. Nigeria ranks 36th on world's most corrupt countries list in 2024. Falana clarifies court ruling on Rivers Assembly crisis. Federal government raises application fee for establishment of private varsities to 30 million naira. Okay, let's see if we can take some more now. Quickly. Or let's leave here. Let's leave here to The Guardian. It's going to guide us to some more headlines. Check your time, 7:14 a.m. Man apprehended for sexually assaulting 2 varsity students in Ogun State. Islamic scholars alleged marginalization of Muslims in appointments. Industries get relief as Dangote refinery reduces diesel price to 1,020 naira per liter. 25 years after, late Nan's president remembered with new home for mother. Court remands man for refusing naira as legal tender. Ebonyi Police Command confirms arrest of Ohaneze youth leader. Ogun CP tasks officers on professionalism and ethical conduct. Senate may receive revised 54.2 trillion naira budget report today, says Akpabio. 67% of Nigerian primary schools, 67% of Nigerian primary and secondary schools aid exams malpractices. 67%. Obasanjo writes Namibian president and of course former first lady over Nujoma's death. Amotekun raises alarm over influx of strangers in Ondo forest reserves. Other border communities. Amotekun raises alarm over influx of strangers in Ondo forest reserves and of course border communities. VOP 90.3 FM. All right, let's see. Daily Post. Daily Post has got some of the headlines here for us this morning. But before I touch on Daily Post, I think I should get Rufai's opinion first of all. Yeah, very quickly. Let's get in Rufai Yosini. Yeah. Rufai Yosini is going to be touching on some of these headlines for us quickly. Good morning to you, Rufai.
Morning.
Yeah.
I want to start this morning with what El Rufai said. Tinubu should watch it though. If El Rufai said the North is disgruntled, because this is the same El Rufai that Tinubu went to meet that stood with him before he got the North in the last election. And if the same El Rufai is saying the North is disgruntled, and now the likes of El Rufai is now coalescing with the likes of Najatu, a couple of other people, then Tinubu should watch it. Politics are started to play out. They are saying they are going to keep the agreement, but Tinubu should watch it. I'm not going to say more than that.
But you
El
know,
Rufai is not a pushover in the scheme of politics.
APC will tell you, man, El Rufai words doesn't hold water. He's just some of those.
Okay. So ask why did President Tinubu go and meet El Rufai? He went all the way to Kaduna to go and meet El Rufai when he needed to firm up his politics in the last election. And you remember the crucial role. El Rufai played when you had the case of Ogbe Naira Pamo. You remember that famous interview I did with that woman? Ogbe Naira Pamo interview. You know, there's some El Rufai that led team of other governors to say we are going to go to court, the Supreme Court, so that they can spend the money so that they can see money to spend for the elections. And you know the role El Rufai played. So he's not a pushover. But the fact that he's not in power today is also a political interest. And you see, when it comes to politics, a politician must hear all interests out. And you see, after that interview I did, which God sees my heart, I just innocently asked, what next? Are you going to be president? The reaction I'm also seeing also shows that the North is disgruntled with President. Look at the League of Northern Democrats coming out to say that, okay, if additional runs, we are going to support him. This is the North that is supposed to be with him. I'm also hearing that it looks like all is not well between him and also, people and running mates and some other people in the North. There's been battles here and there, internal squabbles. So President Tinubu should watch it ahead of 2027. And, yesterday, me, if I don't have information, I don't like to talk.
Okay.
Yesterday in my analysis, I was saying maybe the visit by Atiku was not really political. I scratched that. From my sources, it was very political. The visit of Atiku Obasanjo, yes. It was very political. In fact, one of the things talked about, I heard from my sources, is that he should go and start talking to people. He should even bring forward people that might probably be his running mates. And 2 names were mentioned.
2 names?
2 prominent names were mentioned. And I'm not going to say more than that. So these are from my sources. And that's why, please, as we go into the political season, listen more to VOPO, because you'll be getting top line exclusive gist.
Of course.
That even most of the newspapers will not even get that scoop. You know, when the newspaper was still, before the Punch broke that story that we said about 2 weeks ago, didn't the Punch just get wind of it just the other day that they broke it? Didn't we break it 2 weeks ago?
Of course.
When we said actually Tinubu was not happy that Obasa was removed, and there were indications to go and put, there were moves to, bring a level of parity. So when I'm also telling you this from internal sources here and there, let's take it strongly. It might happen, might not happen, but it's a source. When a source gives you a source, you can either yam with it or you eat ukodo with the sauce.
Okay.
I will not say more than that. People that grew up in Warri, they will know what I call ukodo.
Ukodo.
You might not know.
Why would I know ukodo?
Because
it's sweet.
Hot ukodo. What is ukodo?
Ukodo na food now.
Which kind of food is ukodo?
At least I've seen. Eh?
What kind of food is ukodo? You don't know ukodo.
Ukodo na food now. Ukodo no be food. They know they shop
What
ukodo.
kind of food is ukodo, my brother? If you know it, you will say it boldly. So the people that understand what ukodo is, they know what ukodo is. But it's a good delicacy. So
it's a good delicacy. Beautiful. Let's move on.
Concerning Adolphus Wabara, you know the Abia State PDP said that they had suspended him. Quickly, the PDP has pushed that back and said it's unconstitutional, it's not going to hold water and everything. But you can see that the case of Ude and Anyanwu, there are two puppeteers pulling the string at the back. What are these two puppeteers going to be? PDP, only God knows. Will the PDP be able to align before the next election? Only God knows. But you can see that they are pulling the string. You see, because the strategy, I also hear from my sources, is that destabilize all the political parties as a passageway. So there's a hand of Jacob, hands of Esau in the destabilization of most of the political parties. And that's why you are seeing what's going on. It was only yesterday that the actor, Kenneth Okonkwo, came out and said that I'm not sure the Labour Party is ready for 2027 election. He has a very strong point because Labour Party doesn't look like it's ready. Arabambi was on TV yesterday. Abure will say one, Arabambi will say one. And you know, the problem with that party is also that as Peter Obi shone the light on the party and small relevance day, it don't enter their head. So they are already kaput as we speak. Then the PDP too internally, you know, the wicked problem and all of that. So
as regards Kenneth Okonkwo, I also read where he said Atiku, Obi, Tinubu shouldn't contest, you know, the next election. They should step aside and give way to others, you know.
You know, see, people can talk. Talk is free. You hear me? People can talk. Talk is free. I want to tell you about a certain man that once said to all these top people to not to contest policy. But today, that man is supporting them. I don't want to mention the man's name. That's not I'm trolling the man today. But what are the possibilities? You can't tell me that the likes of them Tinubu and Atiku will not want to contest election. Let's forget it. So they want to expand their political cycle. If you ask Atiku today, they will tell you that he wants to contest because he has a right to, he's a Nigerian and all of that. So talk is cheap. So Kenneth Okonkwo can say all of that. Say Nobody should not contest. What did they do for him? So probably, maybe Kenneth Okonkwo will go back home at some point. You know, maybe the APC will win Katima and Anambra State. I mean, they have an election coming up in Anambra. This guy should have been the front runner, and it should have been an easy pass for him to win until he died. Ifeanyi Oba. So probably, I don't know what will happen, but forget all of those journeymen that came to Labour Party. Forget it. They will go back home at some point. He knows like water, it will find his level. And it's not only with him, it's all the people that came to Labour Party because of the wave. You know when you have vibes, you know with the song they used to sing, I'm having vibes on vibes, I'm seeking vibes on, you know when vibe is on your place, everybody will come close to you. You know there's one song sung by one man, I don't know if you remember the song, his name is Tony Wanwick. He said, when money come your way, everybody come your way. When money come your way, everybody busybody. When Yahweh there for you, everybody Ben Johnson.
Then go deny, they don't know you again.
So that's what's happening to Labour Party. So people like them, what's it called? Kenneth Okonkwo, they came to Labour Party when money come Labour Party way, when things come Labour Party way. But now when Yahweh gas, they don't Ben Johnson. So, and it's no hard feelings, it's politics. The number one name of politics is betrayal. People betray you. In fact, that's the number one name of life. Be careful, be ready. You will face a lot of it. So,
and he's saying he doesn't even know his next move right now. Don't be surprised we hear him, you know.
Forget it. APC when they say they don't know their next move, probably there's a strong possibility they will go back home. Because see, almost every Nigerian politician, just like the interview you had with Boala yesterday, I mean, you saw it for what it is. Almost every Nigerian politician have one tendency. All of them. You know what it's called? It's called Ajip. It's not Ajip Petroleum. Ajip. You know what Ajip means? You know what Ajip means?
Ajip. Go ahead, please.
Let me go ahead. It's not a crime if you don't know it. Me too, I just learned in this political game. Ajip means any government in power That's what it means.
Okay.
So every Nigerian position you see is a potential Ajip. Is any government in
Any
power?
government in power.
Or it's either state level or national. You remember when the other day I was interviewing my brother Udengs from Bayelsa, as he was saying, I don't know where I'm going to go next. And I say, I'm a APC, they go, APC, they go. He has declared for APC officially now. So don't be surprised. Most of them are Ajip. You can see what happened to Boala. When he came out, I said, you have no convictions and all that. He showed that he's an Ajip. And I asked him a question. I said, if Atiku had won, you will have gone to the villa with him. I said, I don't answer ifs. I said, okay. So all of them are the same. So when you see them in the line of advocacy and they are saying things that you like, don't be deceived, because all of them are the same. So don't waste your energy too much on these politicians. All of them. You see, in the end, is what favors them. Forget it. All these fights, Labour Party is fighting today because Obi didn't win. And if Obi had won the election, forget it. There will be no fights. The fight will be how to share the reggae, share the blues. So,
Rufai, let's talk about Teleco's tariff hike. Reps demand reversal as new pricing begins. Shut it down. Stop it. That's what they're saying.
But forget it. Nothing will happen if reps stop. But you know the drill now. Reps just have oversight functions. There's no effectiveness in that pronouncement. And it's the regulators that help fashion it. They said they are meeting with the NLC to be able to fashion it. But I heard some of the telcos have started implementing the tariff hikes. So that is already on. So once that's already on, forget all of that. Reps are not going to. We just demand reversal. How many things have you think rep has really stopped in this country? It's oversight. It's oversight.
So, Fubara says.
But one that has been reversed is, I think, that 4% new addition to, I think, importation by the MPA. That the Manufacturing Association has clamored for, and I think that has been reversed. Yeah.
Okay. Fubara is saying nothing will stand in my way if I seek re-election in 2027.
I mean, let's say it pans out now. It's going to be a fight. I can't wait for 2020 to come in Rivers State so that let's know who is the organa master. I can't wait for all of this. Because all the people are just talking. We want to see power. So if Fubara retains the power in River, I know that it's organa master. Well, if we can't retain it, there is no organa master, then we can a master. So all of this one is just they are doing back and forth as far as I'm concerned. If you say nothing is
your friend Two-Face Idibia, he's saying I want to marry that lady, the Edo lawmaker. Finally, he's come on to say I want to marry her. Tubaba confirms romance with Edo lawmaker. So soon.
That's his problem now. The truth is, you can only encourage them when things are not working. You can only encourage them that they should not forget the interests of their children. We on VOQ family radio. You can't tell a grown man what to do. Matters of love and heart like that is always back and forth. So apparently the visit to that Edo place was actually confirmed. So when he went to Edo, as regards the lawmaker, I mean that's his own prerogative. That's his life, Jerry. That doesn't have any effect on the price of Gary in the market. That's his problem. Wish him luck.
Rufai, thank you so much. Rufai, thank you.
Let's go to this story. They're saying the abductors of Adekunle Adeni, the director of administration of APC in Abuja, has demanded ransom for 350 million. His family was reportedly contacted. That's a very sad one. It was just the other day. In fact, somebody sent me a press conference where some stakeholders in Anambra were complaining about the gruesome killing of that House of Rep member. And you look at all of this and you're asking, what is happening? What is happening? So, can't we rally around to ensure that this doesn't happen again in the country? That's just it. Okay. That's just it. So let's be careful.
All right.
As well.
Thank you. Rufai, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Yeah. Feel free to join the conversation, okay? Feel free to join the conversation. Yeah. Here we are VOPFM. We talk about everything and anything. All right? In fact, we are Ajip. any government in any government in power, we must stop them. Whatever they're doing that is not okay with us or that is okay, we're here as panelists to judge them, because this is democracy. And that's why at this point in time, I would urge you to feel very free to join the conversation via all of our social media platforms. So streaming, yeah, VOP 90.3 FM, and then to the comment section, and let's get your comments, your take, and all of that. Okay. This time, I also want to talk to a former commissioner of police. Yeah, you know why? He's politically inclined. CP Chooks is so inclined. I mean, he's so vast when it comes to politics in Nigeria and across Nigeria, in the world. He's there. He's there. You can give it to him. A man of history. Beautiful morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning to you, Ikame Judy, and to the listeners.
Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. CP Chooks, I would start with this story outside the country. UK is planning mass deportation. America is deporting. The Nigerians in the UK now are actually on edge. CP, how it go be now? What way? Which way to go? I mean, what do we do? Is it for everyone to come home and be? Are they saying they should? Maybe we should all come home and start building Africa. Maybe.
Maybe too, because if I may start, UK would have followed the path of Donald Trump in his recent executive orders on his inauguration day. That was on the 20th of January 2025. You know, prior to now, the UK had to exit the Brexit, you know, that is exiting the European Union, the association, you know, of Europe and the United Kingdom. Now, their reason being because of these same immigration issues.
Okay.
The other European countries were becoming too liberal for the UK, both in terms of trade, in terms of immigration issues and policies and so on and so forth. Now, they had gone back to be on their own, and they've come to notice that a lot of, not just Nigerians, Africans, people from the Caribbean and so on and so forth, have in one way or the other flooded the United Kingdom. Now, with this development in the US, they have taken off from that point to fish out those who have no business to remain longer than necessary in the United Kingdom, which every nation that has its policies right will always do. Even Nigerians, there was a time during Shagare's regime in 1981-82, we did the Ghana Must Go, because a lot of West and other African countries flooded Nigeria without permit, without paper, nothing. But there was ECOWAS treaty that allows people to come and stay for 90 days and go, but you have to have your papers. But they came here, no paper, nothing. They stayed for years. That was why they said that Ghana must go, they should leave. So Britain is trying to do the same thing. Nigerians should not be scared so long as their papers are right. It's not a situation where they give you a visiting visa, you get to UK and forget the status and decide to begin to hide, you know, stay under one cover and begin to walk.
Okay.
Look for residents to stay in UK. It will not work anymore. So Nigerians that are at the edge and scared are those who enter through the back door. Those who properly knew what they were going for in UK, people like students, those who are like professionals, nurses, doctors, engineers, and so on and so forth. Ab initio told the UK that this is what I am coming for. I am coming to work. And they processed them on that basis and told them to come. Those who have no business, they have nothing to fear. They move around and do their work and live in their houses so long as they don't violate the laws of the United Kingdom, pay their taxes, pay their rents, and obey the rules and regulations in that country. They have nothing to fear.
Okay.
So those ones that are scared of being deported are the ones that say, let me go and greet uncle who stays in, maybe Liverpool or stays in Manchester or something. Immediately they entered. The thing changed gear. He didn't go to Manchester. He didn't go to any Liverpool. He ends up staying maybe in Chelsea area of London or New Cross Gate or whatever part of the UK, and begin to look for odd jobs, doing 1, 2, 3, hustling for 1, 2, 3 jobs within London.
All right.
Those are the people they want to exit.
Okay.
So if you have relations who have their genuine papers, they have nothing to fear. They will continue to stay there. Nobody will harass them.
Okay.
Nobody will intimidate them. Yes.
All right. Now let's come back to dear country Nigeria. Let's talk national issues. Now, Kenneth Okonkwo, that you know very well, has asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has asked Peter Obi, has asked Atiku Abubakar not to contest, to step aside from vying for the presidential seat in 2027. Don't forget that Kenneth Okonkwo, backtracked his support for Obi, asking the Labour Party, and Atiku, and of course the Tinubu, to step aside. In fact, aside Tinubu and Atiku, he was telling Peter Obi to, as a matter of fact, not contest the next general election. CP. Some would say this man, some would say this man has actually gone astray. He's just running here and there. He doesn't have any, hold again. In fact, I also recall that he said that he doesn't know his next political destination.
Well, let me be frank with you. Kenneth Okonkwo, in his own rights, as enshrined in the Constitution, if you go and look at the Constitution between sections 32 to 45 of 1999 as amended, he has just exercised his fundamental human rights by having his freedom of speech. He has not incited anybody against those persons mentioned. He is only advising them to give the way, possibly for the youth. Let the youth be tried. That's just the LCM, or the bottom line of the position of Okonkwo. Even if he has failed to enunciate it to the details, he is trying to tell the old brigade to step aside so that the youth, somebody from amongst the youth, can come up. It's okay. It's his right to say that. But in reality, is that what is going to play out? I think the answer is capital no. Because that same constitution provides that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a right to contest for a second term. He can run for an office for 2 consecutive terms of 8 years. So he's free to stay contest. So he has no reason to even reply Okonkwo, either by himself or by his proxies. Nobody has any need to reply him. When it comes to reality, and it's time for political parties to conduct their internal democracy or primaries or convention, as the case may be, they will call for people to come and pick the forms via expression of interest forms and pay the necessary fees. That is the time we will know whether what he has said will come to work.
CP, if you were asked to choose between Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi for 2027, who would you likely, point to? Who would you likely choose amongst these 3?
I am not a politician.
That's why I'm asking you this question.
To analyze when it comes. I wouldn't even want to go into that because I don't even have a voter's card.
Oh, really?
Then talk of, and I'm not really looking forward to even getting one. I'm not interested because I'm so tired of what is going on in the country. To be very frank with you, I have decided to do sit down look. I personally, I have apathy for what is going on. And to be frank too with you, during the 2023 election, I didn't step out of my house. I was just there listening and watching television and monitoring what was going on because I didn't want any miscreant to either hound me or to harass me or to intimidate me or to tell me that I don't have a right, to go and vote and things like that. Or that at the end of the day, they say they have carried the ballot box where I went to vote and the thing disappeared into thin air. These are the things. You can see apathy. The apathy has creeped into me. And to be frank with you, a lot of Nigerians are feeling the same way I do. I mean, I talk to people. A lot have even lost confidence, total confidence in what is going on. And like I told you, unless and until they overhaul that INEC and we see something different, something similar to what we saw in 2015, the voting population in 2027 will go further down than what we saw in 2023. Mark my word. Because people are more interested in good governance now. They want food. They are very hungry. The condition is unpalatable. The hardship is so much. You can imagine when this present regime came in, dollar was hovering around 700 naira to a dollar 2 years ago. Today, it has, at a point, it climbed to almost times 3 before it began to come down and hover. Where it is, almost times 3. Check things you were buying 2 years ago. If you were buying bread 500 naira, today is 1,005. Whatever, if you're buying, you can imagine motor battery.
The truth is,
the
truth is,
yes.
CP, do you think this administration is ready to overhaul INEC? Are you sure?
Well, something, you see, at times, there are things we will take for granted and the government will end up surprising you. You should realize that the tenure of Mahmoud will be expiring around July this year. He has done 10 complete years by then. Their tenure is usually 5 years. He was lucky they renewed it for him in 2020. So let us see. Maybe the new man, there will be the new sheriff that will come in town by that July, may do a memo to the president to allow him flush out all those controversial persons and office-holding personalities in that INEC, and to inject new blood based on integrity and profile those that are there, are synonymous with corruption, and flush them out. And bring in new people.
According to opinion poll, INEC allegedly now worked for the All Progressives Congress in the last election. Now, do you want to say that at this time one would want to bite the finger that fed him?
Politics is neither here nor there. That's why they tell you that politicians are only interested in elections. They are not statesmen. Statesmen think of the next generation. So they have no permanent foes or permanent friends, but permanent interests. That's what counts for the politicians. So that talking of biting the finger that fed you does not arise, because at the end of the day, they are the people that have the knife and the yam, and they can slice it the way they feel like and apportion whichever percentage to anybody they want to partake in the sliced yam. So the same applies to this INEC. When the man's tenure is finished, well, maybe we'll record it for the first time that the man will go for a third term, another 5 years. Well, that one will be record breaking.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. So the question of biting the finger that fed them, does not arise because they are totally in charge now and they can twist things the way they like. And we are only to be there to watch things and advise Nigerians on how to tread so that they don't enter trouble.
All right.
That's just it.
Yeah. Some other stories. The national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, just yesterday vowed that President Bola Tinubu will complete 2 terms in office. He will complete 2 terms in office and nothing will happen, you know. According to him, it will be unfair to deny the president the opportunity for re-election after a fellow Northerner was allowed to complete his 8-year tenure. You know, Ganduje is so confident. He said Tinubu will complete 2 terms in office. CP Chooks.
But what do you expect? That is what a chairman of a party is expected to say. In fact, to him, there shouldn't even be an election by 2027. All other party, just like what happened during Abacha's time, when all the presidential candidates declined featuring, and they all endorsed Abacha to go ahead and become the civilian president come October 1, 1998. That was the game plan there. So I wouldn't even be surprised if you will expect Nigerians under this our democratic experiment to do the same, maybe by 2027. Instead of them to waste their funds and begin to waste their time campaigning, they should all endorse the sitting president and tell him to carry go. And possibly even in the party too, there won't even be any need for internal democracy and no need for Congress, convention, or primaries. There won't be any need for that.
But CP, you already know that is a line it will toe. I mean, it's going to be like that, exactly what you said, because who is going to come out and say he wants to do anything against Tinubu in APC?
That person will be wasting his resources. We need to tell ourselves the truth. And somebody like Rotimi Amechi said it now recently that that the man there, that for you to remove him, it will only take the grace of God. So he has felt it before. He came.
Hello?
Second. Well, I would not want to try again something that will waste his resources. So I'm sure many of them will now be thinking of 2031 rather than 2027. And by that 2031, the ones that will be thinking along that line will be Northerners, who among the North will come to take over, and from which political platform or party for 2031. That's just the way I see it too.
Finally, before you go, CP, the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has expressed confidence that nothing will will stand in the way for his victory in 2027, you know, if he decides to seek a second term. Not even Wike. Nobody will stand in his way if he decides to seek re-election in 2027.
Fubara should take it easy. We know that Rivers State is a PDP state. Forget what happened in 2023. And their next alternative, possibly in that state, would have been Labour Party, just for the sake of P2B anyway. But you see, politics is dynamic. By that 2027, build up to 2027, the way the thing is, there are states that are traditionally tied to certain political parties. And I don't see Rivers State shifting ground from, retaining their loyalty and support for the sitting governor. But we have not done anything wrong since he has been in that position. That's why they are supporting him. That all the efforts to dismantle the man failed woefully. In spite of the federal might that the former governor wanted to bring to bear from Abuja, the whole thing collapsed like pack of cards. So he knows what he's saying when the time comes. Unless the Rivers people will change their mind, which I doubt. They will say, well, in the past, they gave Veodili his 8 years. They gave Amechi his 8 years. They gave Wike his 8 years. For this man, nothing will change. The man is carry go. They won't want to try another person. So he's sure of what he's saying, but let him be focused and maintain the tempo.
But some persons have said if care is not taken, he might be impeached. Going by what the court said recently, he might be impeached.
Let us get the court judgment first. Look at it clearly and know what the court said. Not the street talks. They are parading everywhere presently.
Okay.
Because it appears that judgment they are talking of focused more on the budget of 2024, which made the governor to go and withdraw the suit. Not the issue of people that Section 109 of the Constitution have already made them non-members of the House of Assembly, the 27 of them. If they want to go back, it's simple. Let INEC invoke Section 80, subsection 15 of Electoral Act of 2022, conduct an election urgently. Then if they are popular, let them go and test their popularity and strength and see if they can go back to that assembly. Fine. When they find themselves back, they can now decide to impeach him for preventing them from sitting when they have already thrown themselves out of the assembly. It's not that the man asked them to leave the assembly. They threw themselves out by declaring for another political party under which platform they didn't come to the state assembly. It's very, very clear. That's why I'm quoting those sections so that people can look for them and cross-check and see what the provisions clearly state.
All right. Thank you so much, CP Chooks Nwomo. I want to appreciate you for your comments this morning on the show. Thank you.
Thank you for always tolerating and accommodating me.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, feel free to join the conversation now. Get to YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM, and then do drop a comment for me. And then our WhatsApp portal is open now for your messages. 081-717-56338. That's a WhatsApp number. 081-717-56338. And then to call, use the number 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Just about 2 minutes for everyone so we can accommodate as many calls as possible. Yeah, 2 minutes. Let's do that. And then please mind what you say on the national radio. Be civil, in other words, okay? Yeah. Let's go there. Please move away from your radio set, huh? Or turn down the volume. Don't forget. Let's start with you now. Beautiful morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Kamejide.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I can hear you.
Don't drop.
Okay, maybe you just try. Just call back if you can. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, top of the morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amu of the First State.
Good morning.
I'm not hearing you, but I know you are hearing me. So I want to continue. First of all, I want to talk about River State problem. I don't know why some of these our politicians like Obasanjo them and Atiku and the people them are not really politicians. They are only party just to win election. let's say this thing is happening in River State in this condition they are now. If it is Wike or Tulumbu, do you think that they will keep silent? So we go there, start protecting with people, with their followers, against Supreme Court ahead, against the people of government of Nigeria. Why are they doing that? For the people to see their voice, for the Supreme Court to see them. If they are not having something to maybe to do against this, what they call them, Bara, they will change their mind. But this P2B and the Atiku and the, what they call them, other people who claim to be in PDP, they will keep their hands silent now, waiting. When the damages have, they will start talking, and they are waiting to win 2027. I don't think that winning a party vote is just ordinary to win. When you want to win, you have to work prepared, make it underground preparation. These people are not ready to prepare. It's only Tulumbu and the weakest politician I see in Nigeria. No matter sometimes they didn't give us what we expected 100%. But them are workers. They are ready to fight for what they want and get it. See what Wike did in the Edo. He pursued Oshimole, and this man win the election. This thing. This is what we are expecting P2B to do in Anambra. Somebody who wants to be president doesn't have a state that call his own, who is standing for him. And they can never win an election in Nigeria without one state as their own state, where you say that this is where I come from. It's not possible. So go and learn how to do politics if they are ready to challenge anybody. Not when that they reach, they will start crying, telling us that somebody beat them. My dear, politics is not just go there and take it and run. No, you must fight and plan. You must think before you win it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. 0700-903-903-903. Good morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Adjective. I'm calling from Agro.
Okay.
Please, about the headline of the newspaper, I was hearing this talking about after Southwest and South North take over. Eastern part of Nigeria, I don't know more Nigeria again. I don't know more part of Nigeria in this country. Why are they neglecting us? When we start the station now, they say Igbo people have started. What is the problem? What's all this problem? Please, are we not practicing on Nigeria?
All right. Thank you.
I want to know, are we not practicing on Nigeria? Why are we so wicked to ourselves? It's only, I don't know, I'm tired of this Nigeria. If you can do a revolution, let everybody separate. Look at the way they are carrying army people, all these Boko Haram people, taking them to the east, killing all the youth. So that if the war starts, they will not have anybody who will fight for them. Because in this country, the serious some things in this country, there must be a war. Let me put it that way.
No.
I can't say it. I can't say it right.
It's okay.
Because the way they are maltreating Nigerian people,
It's okay.
Nigeria will hate people. What offense are we committed?
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you, okay? Just take it easy. That's all I have to say to you. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you. What's your name and where you calling from? I can hear you. Oh, okay. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Daniel and I'm calling from Idimu.
All right.
Okay, please, point of correction. The man that called from Amuwodo said that P2B should go and protest. I don't think that I think he has forgotten that P2B is no longer a member of PDP. For now, P2B belongs to Labour Party. So P2B don't have the right to go and protest on behalf of Obama. That's not possible. He made another statement that P2B should go to Anambra or that P2B is not popular. I don't think he's speaking he's in Nigeria when the election happened. P2B won Anambra State hands down. And if he thinks that P2B is not popular, let him wait till the time of the election. Then let us know whether P2B will win. Now there is no campaign. So there is nothing P2B can go to do in Anambra State. You can only go to Anambra State when there is campaign. So let him
Thank you.
I want you to understand that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Ben from Eva.
All right.
Good morning to my brother, the owner of Onitsha City Chiefs. If I did not hear when you introduced it, I think it was Tito Sifo that was talking.
Ah.
When he said that, I'm telling you the truth, maybe it was the same voice. Because I was thinking that it was Tito Sifo that was talking. He said that anybody that will compete with Tinubu 2031 will be 2027 will be wasting his money.
All right.
There is no need. So what the federal government should look inwards. They should look inwards to fund this, to fund budgets. Not this will be exploiting the citizens that are already dying of poverty, dying of hunger. People are dying now. Paracetamol is 350 naira. People cannot afford it. See, people are dying. Asthmatic patients are dying. Diabetic patients are dying. Malaria, typhoid is killing Nigeria now. And one is still exploiting. They will not the gate. They will increase NEPA bill. Which type of budget is this? 2025 budget is NEPA bill, NEPA tariff budget, a daily contribution budget. Everything you are buying, you are sponsoring the budget. Nigeria should wake up. The government should look inwards. They should look inwards. And encourage production. Create an enabling environment. Nigeria is fertile. We have the best farmers in the world. Have the most fertile land in the world. Our mineral resources, they are mining it illegally. It is not involved in the process. We have gold, we have black diamond, we have uranium, we have molybdenum, we have platinum. We have so many things in this country, and they are mining it illegally. It is their own. They have its own land. Buhari have its own land where they are doing illegal mining. But all of them have their own land. Illegal mining is going on gold everywhere in Nigeria, and our budget is so poor people that are bleeding, they are exploiting. Look at now, they have ordered trillion to customs now. They are giving customs, the FIRS, they increase their own companies. We leave this country this year. So many industries will leave. They will run away. Unemployment. People who are receiving 150,000 salary are resigning from their job. Because after 50,000 transportation expenses, they don't see anything to do. They cannot feed their family. Their children are out of school. The money is funding this country. He says it's for a budget of restoration. It is budget of destruction. Mr. President said something like this has never happened. He has sold our oil in the soil. Now, fencing back in Egypt, every oil they are pushing to Egypt, they are not paying because they have collected the money in advance, $3 billion. And the interest now is not here.
Thank you, Ben.
And that is we're putting back money hand in our pocket. Poor people are sponsoring projects. 39 trillion. Budget 2025, and it will start from July.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Your time is up. Appreciate you.
I don't know. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Hello. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
We can hardly hear you. Can you speak up?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you.
Yeah, I've been trying this line for long now, and I can't get through.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Tamejude. I don't know where to start from, but I heard you when you said that the word this thing record for Nigeria is corruption is 36. Are they sure that the people that count that can count it?
I know some Nigerians no go agree.
I'm not saying it's supposed to be either 4 or 5 because it is beyond human comparison. To be honestly. So now, you see, the situation that we find ourselves right now is desperation. Desperation is what that is keeping Nigeria where we are and surviving. Has it been that these two things can be removed in our society? I believe that Nigeria will be better. Somebody saying that I must become a president. I must win, no matter what it takes, no matter what it costs, no matter what it. I'm telling you, that man is a desperate human, and that person can do anything to be there. And when that person eventually be there, I am telling you the honestly truth, he or she will not do well because he entered there under desperation. And that is what they are planning on 2027. And that is the reason why that guy have the mind to say what he said, that there is nothing that will make Tinubu not to complete his 8 years. Not minding what Nigeria is going through under 2 years. We haven't even completed 4 years. And the country is like this, talk less of 8 years. Will there be anyone remaining in this country to answer them or to talk to them and to reply to them before that 8 years? With this kind of condition that we are in right now, I beg, make our leaders, before they come to public or radio or whatever or newspaper to talk,
All right.
them just think before they talk.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Check your time now, everyone. 8:08 a.m. I've got plenty messages here, and I would love to start touching these messages one after the other. Okay? Yeah, let me do so. Amechi from Mafoluku, I see your message, okay? Yeah. Let me touch on this person's message. What have APC done for good that is making them to boast of asking over Anambra State? Any attempt for them to use federal might, Anambra will be what now? I told you not to say not to use such strong words. Stop using these harsh words. I'm sorry about that. Okay? All right. This is what Mwaje OC in Shasha is saying. He said, NAS just preparing the process of passing the budget mid-February is a sign that nothing good will come out from the exercise. The tradition that has been budget is presented in November, December of the outgoing year and passed lately early January. Our representatives need to be serious about little things. They don't even scrutinize the budget thoroughly to check for errors. It's okay. It said the God we serve will remove APC and its leadership from power come 2027 because of these affliction on Nigerians. Billy sent that message from Ikotun. And then, what's your name now? Good morning. I don't know why this innocent from Mamu Ward of Him cannot do without Peter Obi. I think he's always... And I think this person, what's your name again too? You're talking about... please help me tell Innocent from Mamu Ward of Him that Peter Obi has his civilized mindset towards leadership and all of that. He said, just no need picking on people. Just let them share their opinion, okay? Anybody believing that new INEC leader appointed by his current president would do different from what we saw in 2023 presidential election is just dreaming, because no one would bite the finger that feeds him. The 2027 election would not go the masses' way. If Nigerians decide to unite, have one voice, and choose from themselves, we would lead them. Isaac from Iyanukbaja. OC Morale. Yeah. Thank you so much. My morale is high. Yeah, sending that from Ikeja Cantonment. I appreciate you. Good morning, Jude. I was enjoying the analysis of your analyst until he spotted with, what did he say? That he does not have a voter card to participate in the last election. He sat in his house monitoring the election. I beg, it's part of the problem. He shouldn't have said that at all. See how Prince Chilak and Barrister Darlington is advocating for Nigerians not to stay back in 2027. I'm very angry with him. Good morning. It's his own opinion. Okay. As elder statesman, it's so shameful, okay, this one is talking about the CP, right? That he should go out and vote, no matter what it is. Okay, it's shocking that the current administration seems indifferent to the plight of Nigerians, but thankfully we are managing to survive. To all financial institutions in Nigeria, I have a message. The excessive charges you are imposing on Nigerians are essentially loans that will ultimately be repaid. Abidin from Bagada. It said Wike is facing the consequences of his actions towards Amechi, now being repeated by Fubara. It seems Fubara is emulating Wike's approach. If he continues down this path, it's likely he'll suffer a similar fate and be betrayed by his own successor. Thank you, Abidin. If the people that are called by my name are woke, they will hold their corrupt leaders to task in this scorch without equivocation. Who says Nigerians are ready to flush out Ajib? And of course, this current administration and be replaced by good governance. Who says? Okay. I think Nigerians should at this point thank Okonkwo for his advice that the trio, Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi should stay clear of next general election. However, I think Peter Obi should be exempted. The obedience want him in the next election. Egege from Agege sent the message. And then this person is saying, he said, why wouldn't there be insecurities everywhere when over 100,000 guns are missing? Dangote, well done. I appreciate your effort to bring the price of diesel, but you can still do more. Ganduje should just make himself the Nigerians INEC chairman, APC chairman, then do whatever he desires in 2027 election. We are watching APC in 2027. God bless VOP family. Please let this government release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. Merrick Franklin Mary from Bucknor Estate sent that message. Thank you so much. And then this person is saying, good morning to you, Ikami Jude. Let me make it clear to everyone who is an obedient. Is a collective agreement for Obi, Kenneth, and some prominent leaders of Labour Party persons to move out of the party. Kilo from Barua Ijesha. Okay. Thank you. And then Frank Onero is saying the NNPC and the Nigerian security services are fully aware and know most of those that illegally steal our crude oil in the Niger Delta. They should save us this time and energy in just talking rather they should name the persons. They should name the companies. There's a local and foreign companies and security agencies aiding and abetting those acts of economic criminality against the nation and severely punish these criminals. Wabara endorsement of Alex Oti is a confirmation of the excellent work and the governor is doing in Abia State. Meanwhile, the 67% of primary and secondary school students involved in exam malpractices is alarming. We must all take steps to curb the menace in order to groom quality graduates. Nigerians must begin to choose the best of us to rule the rest of us to get the best from us. May God help and heal our land. Frank Onero sent that message. Thank you so much. Perish the plan to contest in 2027. Ganduje tells Northern Muslims politicians and Tinubu will serve for 2 terms. And I want to tell Ganduje that Tinubu will never win in 2027 if the election is conducted free, fair, and credible because he did not perform during his first term. Leo from Lagos sent the message. Okay, let's look at what this person is saying. It's saying National Assembly demanding well, okay, yeah, of course, yes, now National Assembly demanding reversals of telecom tariff hike due to a public outcry, to me, is laughable. How about the public outcry of subsidy gone? The Assembly, if truly they are people representative, they should be concerned of what brought hunger and hardship to the masses, which is subsidy gone policy, hike of electricity, hike of import duties, continuous closure of borders, and so on, not telecom hike. The National Assembly should stop pursuing shadow interests instead of object. The major problem of Nigerian masses is the National Assembly. Benjamin from Shogunle sent that message. And Mazi Ugochukwu is saying transparency is mocking this country by saying that corruption has reduced in Nigeria. Gandhi should stop making inconsequential comment like Northerners should wait for 2031, which means that Southeasterners are not in the picture of rulers in this country. I suggest that what now? The PDP should be dissolved since they allowed Wike to be using them like a toy. Governor Sanwo-Olu, we need footbridge in Toyota bus stop Ladipo. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. Good morning. Igbos have been marginalized since 1967. We are not part of Nigeria. Igbos are the only tribe that practice one Nigeria but hate, Easterners. A woman married, no peace, no love, no taking care of. Emeka from Festac. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll read your messages later in the day, okay? I still have plenty of messages here. By 10:30, I will be back here to discuss more and then read all of your messages. For now, let me bring in Adigbo 1, Ofu, of VOP 90.3 FM.
1 is the signature. Yes.
One Nigeria.
One Nigeria.
That one plenty.
One Nigeria. How you doing?
I'm okay.
El-Rufai has suddenly raised an alarm that they are planning to arrest him and deal with him. That the Tinubu government.
But he said he will not run away. He will not go to
No, I'm not going on exile. You see here, we die here. And he said currently he's in Egypt. That before 20th of this month he'll be back. That is not really. In fact, that this time he's going to spend more time in Nigeria than abroad.
But why are they arresting him?
And today you don't know.
Why? Why would they
because
arrest
of the recent Criticism of Tinubu's administration.
A government should be criticized.
We're in democratic system of government. But what we've seen in the last few years is that if you criticize any government in power, especially since APC came into power, they will deal with you. It's not like that when PDP was in power. I could remember when Goodluck Jonathan was our president. A lot of things happened.
A lot.
They criticized him. They even carried coffee.
A lot.
They even put poster of his. Nothing. There is nothing they did not do him. But he didn't listen. He didn't treat anybody's. Now make a no talk up. But this one, since APC, if you do anyhow, they will treat you anyhow.
And there's something in Rufai said that the North is not happy. In fact, Rufai spoke so much on that PDP should watch it with the North.
Yes, as it is that they are not.
So those people, they don't be like we talk anyhow. They know they talk.
Just say, and there is this one mind that they have.
By 2027, you just say, "I walk in now." Now this will they face all of them.
And as it is now, it is too obvious, even to the president, that those people that are not in support of him, that 2027 they might not vote for him. But there's something Ganduje is saying that Tinubu will finish his 8 years.
Yes.
By 2031, power will go back to the North. Kilo day. What's happen?
This thing,
my people said, "Eke naka amatonya porogo." Today, you don't understand that one.
No,
that one pass you.
I don't go pass me. You know, hear the way the thing sound.
That one pass you.
VOP 90.3 FM. I will be back by 10:30 a.m. and we talk more. My name is Jude Ikami Jude on social media. Ikami Jude. It's spelled IKAMOIJUDEH. From me to you, good morning.